Good morning. Thank you for joining us again here on our podcast as we get ready for our devotion time this morning. The Lord really gave me a vision as I woke up this morning about really what it means to be in the stillness of the Lord's presence and how that can bring us such strength and courage and bring us from one state of our emotional or mental capacity into a very different way of thinking if we could just spend some still moments with the Lord every morning early. And so this morning, Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17, which is our ministry verse here on our podcast, simply says, I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. And I believe that in the stillness of an early morning, before the sun ever breaks the horizon, maybe this morning a gentle breeze is whispering through the hills, and I think about some of the characters in the Bible that God has shown us the power of early morning worship and the power of being still in our soul and getting before the Lord. It's a time of reflection, a time when the world is hushed and our heart can actually listen to God. Morning is Moses, who had to be weary from the weight of leadership and leading the people through this turbulent time in their life. So I envision him, he climbed the slopes of Mount Sinai, and all he was longing for was clarity and strength. And as he reached the summit, he knelt on the earth, his heart heavy with cries for the Israelites. But just then a soft voice called out to him, echoing in the vastness of the mountains. He said, Moses, I am here. And it was in that moment, surrounded by the majestic beauty of all creation, that Moses felt the warmth and yet the power of God with him. God spoke to him and reminded him that he was chosen as a leader, not just for the people, but for the fulfillment of God's divine purpose and promise. So renewed and rejuvenated and re-energized, Moses descended from that mountain, ready to guide those people with courage and with faith. I fast forward to a time not far from there when a young shepherd named David once stood on a hillside, watching over his father's sheep. As the first light of the dawn broke, I can see him strumming his heart this morning. It was in the simplicity and solitude of that moment that God met him there early, and he met him there often. And I can see this morning that David sensed a presence beside him, an overwhelming peace for his spirit. I also saw this morning, as I began to just really meditate upon this verse and upon being still in the presence of God, a small garden outside the walls of Jerusalem where Mary Magdalene woke up before the sun ever came up, her heart still heavy with grief. The events of the past days had weighed heavily on her soul, and I can see that her cries because she had lost her teacher, but also her friend. As she approached the tomb, tears streamed down her face, blurring her vision, but all of a sudden, a soft light began to shine. Mary paused, and as her heart raced, I could see this morning that she heard a voice calling her name. Mary, the voice said, and she recognized that voice, a voice that brought her comfort and a voice that brought her hope. It was Jesus Christ, risen and alive. And in that sacred moment, Mary's sorrow transformed to joy as she understood that death had been conquered and her faith had been vindicated. And she ran back and shared the news, and it filled everyone with a new purpose. And everyone's heart was set ablaze at that moment. I think what I'm trying to tell you this morning, that just like the sun rose high in the sky on Moses, Mary, and David, each experienced a profound encounter with God in the quietness of the morning. And they were reminded that in the stillness of the early hours of the day, God is present. He's ready to meet us, just like He met them. in our moments of peace and in our moments of deep despair. Their stories are intertwined, a testament to the truth that no matter where we are in our season of journey, God is always waiting to reveal Himself to us for all those who earnestly seek Him. Today you be safe, you be strong, and you be blessed. And you know that when you seek the Lord, you will find Him. And it will be in the stillness of the morning. Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. And until then, try your very best to spend your morning moments with Jesus. Have a great day.